know, it's hard to beat some fresh zucchini or crookneck that comes out of the garden, but when it comes to squash, I really prefer the winter squash because I can not only enjoy them in the fall, but I can enjoy them all winter as well too. And so one of the biggest problems we've got with squash, this is a delicata squash, and you can see right in there, you can see that one forming. They're not a giant squash. They're a little bit smaller, but they're perfect for about 2 people. Delicious orange, nutty flavored flesh on the inside. One of my all-time favorites. But you know, a good healthy squash should make it all the way until frost in the fall. But one of the problems that we deal with is powdery mildew. And powdery mildew starts to show up when we have very warm days and cool nights and a lot of humidity, which is generally what happens in August and the first part of September. You'll start to see that showing up on your plants. And I've got a little bit showing up on my plants here too. So here's that's what a healthy leaf looks like, and this is what powdery mildew will start to do to the leaves. So you'll see this little kind of blotchy white pattern on the leaves. Looks like somebody sprayed a little bit of flour on there, a little flour and water. You'll get these little blotches that will show up, and what will happen is a good healthy leaf will start to curl up, it'll start to turn brown, and it'll start to die, and all of a sudden the whole plant will have that powdery mildew all over it, and the whole plant will die, and no more production out of your plants. You know, the fruit that's already set, it'll ripen up, but it won't produce any more, and we've still got time to get some more fruit to set and also to ripen as well too. So we want to get that powdery mildew under control so it doesn't take out the plants. And it's a really common problem for all your squashes, pumpkins, cucumbers, all the melons, and it will even start to spread into, say, potatoes and tomato plants and pepper plants as well. So it's a disease you want to kind of keep an eye out for and get it under control when you start to notice it. So we've got some things we can do to try and prevent that. Of course, I brought my trusty sprayer out, my pump-up sprayer, very easy to do a large garden with, and as you can see, we've got a lot of plants to be able to spray. Could do it with a trigger sprayer, but my fingers would get tired by the time I'm all done, so I prefer to use a pump sprayer like this. You can just like put your concentrate in, fill it up with water, and as you pump it, it'll pressurize. So we can put a little bit of pressure in there, and then much easier to get out there and spray. And I've got a couple different sprays that I brought to try and get that mildew under control. One is an all-natural spray, and it's called Liquid Cop, and all it has is a basic copper in the spray, and the copper is very effective at preventing and curing all kinds of diseases. So this is one that's all natural, it's organic, you can use it on all kinds of fruits and vegetables, very effective on a lot of different diseases. So it works on rust, it works on leaf spots, it works on early and late blight on your potatoes or your tomatoes, and it works really well on powdery mildew. So you can use this right up to the day of harvest, and it's not going to be a problem. Just wash the plants off if you're going to eat the plant, wash the fruit off if you're going to use the fruit, and it will control that mildew. And that's what I put in my sprayer here. There's also some other options as well too. Broad spectrum fungicide from Fertilome, very, very effective on a lot of different diseases. You can use it on turf, you can use it on lawns, you can use it on ornamentals, and also a lot of vegetables as well too. Just a synthetic option that's effective on all kinds of diseases, probably a broader spectrum of diseases than even the Liquid Cop will work on. But when it's time to go ahead and spray, pick whichever product you're going to use to try and control that mildew. We pumped up our sprayer, and all it takes is just a light spray on the plants. There we go. You can adjust your tip so you can get a lighter mist or a little heavier spray. There we go. Just a light spray on those plants, and that's all it takes just to get that powdery mildew under control. So when you start to see mildew showing up on your plants, choose a product that's going to do a good job for you, one that works for your pest control program you've got planned out for your garden. Go ahead and use that. Best time to do it is early morning or in the evening. Try not to do it when it's really hot during the middle of the day, and you should have great luck getting that powdery mildew under control.